Yo dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighborhood Jaxblade is back, and I just wanted to do this quick video today because One Punch Man Season 2 premiered today, and because One Punch Man is just a massive part of my channel. Like hell, like one of my videos is the reason my channel blew up to what it was on One Punch Man, but I guess that's another topic. I just wanted to talk about like the season opener and just like how I feel since it's not Madhouse doing it. So let's just get right into it. Now, I went into this episode like just sort of wary. Like I wasn't like overly hyped like I was first time, because I remember first time One Punch Man ever got announced, like I was telling people since 2013, y'all need to read One Punch Man. Y'all gotta read One Punch Man. Once this thing gets anime, it's gonna be like the GOAT. Everyone's gonna just love it to death. And so that's what happens. Like I feel so proud for that. Shout out to my boy Steven, and hey Kevin, you were wrong. So in your face, boy. So yeah, I love that fact that it's just grown into this worldwide phenomenon and everyone loves like One Punch Man now, but now it's, you know, other stuff. So I was just super hyped originally for season 2, but then when they said like, okay, Madhouse isn't doing it and the director's not coming back to do it, that's where I just was like, God, no, this is just a sign. But with this episode, when it opened up, I already had like an issue with the way it looked. The thing is, like, I guess in an artistic sense, it doesn't really look that bad. Like if someone drew what was in this episode today on like paper and like in like art class or something like that, you'd be like, damn kid, you got some talent or something like that. Like someone was able to draw what they were doing in here. But just seeing it and comparing it to season 1, it just felt very stiff, stale. Like for instance, they kept doing this thing with Genos where you see like his body and I don't know, it's just like so shiny, but it doesn't look right. It looks sort of CGI. It doesn't feel like it fits in the plane. And when compared to season 1 where it felt like, oh look, that looks very natural, very fitting for the environment and stuff like that. And it just kept throwing me off. And then there was something with the color. Like again, I'm not an animator or an anime person. That's Anime AJ's thing, whatever, like whatever, go to his thing and look at that. But it was just, it didn't feel right. It felt like, I don't know, the coloring felt off. And then like the faces, they look narrow. I'm guessing I'm saying a bunch of stuff people were saying in the trailers, and it just felt weird. And yeah, I mean, it just didn't look like convincing or anything like that. It didn't even go like, oh wow, this looks amazing. Like just some with the art, I cannot place it. Just the lighting, the coloring, the design, it did not feel right. I mean, I guess like the bonus stuff would be like, oh, like the voice actors did a great job as usual, because they're always great when they do their stuff. King, it was great to see King's like secret be brought into live, well not live action, but like brought to the screen. That was always really a funny thing. But like there's so many things where I look at it and go like, yeah, the manga did better. Because like the thing about One Punch Man is like when it originally just looked like it was drawn on a napkin, and then it went to, you know, Yusuke Murata's drawings of it, and the Yusuke Murata drawings were so goddamn well when you put them all together, put them all with each other, like, you know, like a flip book. They look like the most amazing like flip book you've ever seen, and it actually felt like a anime thing. So when the Madhouse did it, well, they like captured some things that was like, oh my god, that looks so incredible. There's some things like, oh, that actually looks better in the manga. Like this whole episode, it felt like, yeah, I would rather be reading the manga for it. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like it just didn't look or feel right. Like for instance, there's a scene where Saitama jumps from King's thing. You've seen in the trailer, he like jumps, and it is like that 90s Spider-Man effect when Spider-Man jumped away with Iron Man. It was like, oh, he flew off. It didn't feel like he jumped off. It just felt like he was like, oh, flying somewhere else now. And what's sad is there's like a fan animation on Twitter. I can't remember who did it. Like I'll try to link it if I can. And it looks so natural. It looked like, oh yeah, that's how he would jump from the thing, and it looks so much better. But just the way it like designed, it kept changing in a way that didn't feel fluid. Yeah, that's the best way to put it, like fluid. Like for instance, in season 1 when Saitama's face would go from like, you know, like that shit where you like get all like happy or goofy or simple to serious, it felt like very, you know, natural for like what they were doing with it. And here it just sort of felt like snap, snap, just like change. It just, I don't know, it just didn't feel right at all. Also the intro, I'm gonna be real with you, I think it needs one of those times it's one of those intros that needs to grow on me, because the intro, it didn't have like that banger of the first thing. Like I'm very hard with intros to impress with intros. Like for instance, I still say like the first two My Hero Academia intros are the only ones I personally like. I know a lot of people love the third one and the fourth one, fifth one. The first two My Hero Academia songs always get me hyped to go train or go work out or do something, just be active, right? The other ones just don't have that effect for me, but you know, that's just me personally. So this one, it may have to grow on me, but I'm not sure yet. I just need to hear it again, because I remember that first time I heard the first intro, that sold me from the get-go. That was just like, this is beautiful. I mean, the intro, I will say this, I will say some positive things. It did have a lot of it did have like a lot of art that I thought was like really good. I thought it was like, oh yeah, this is really cool to see and stuff like that. And there were like little transitions they did, even though it was a small square. So that was a cool thing. But yeah, so far I would just say I'm rather let down. This is weird to me. It's like, to me, I feel like this year is sort of like I made like a devil's bargain, because like I'm getting Donburu no Kiromatero, the manga I've waited years for to finally get animated, and it's looking good from the little shots and the trailers and stuff like that, so I'm just super hyped for it. But then like shows that I love, I guess One Punch Man did get that one quality season that I've rewatched countlessly over and over, and still has a quality manga that you can read any time of day. But then like I look at something like season 2, I'm just like, eh. And same thing with like Kengan Ashura. For those of you who don't know what Kengan Ashura is, it's sort of like the guy who did Donburu no Kiromatero also did like a Baki style manga where they have like a fighting tournament, and that's getting animated for Netflix. And I am not a fan of what they're doing to that. Oh my god, it just doesn't look right at all. I'll probably do a video on that later, but it's just the CGI berserk looking BS that I'm just like, oh, you gave me Donburu. At least I got Donburu, so that's what I'm happy for. But yeah, One Punch Man season 2. Even the fight scenes, I gotta be honest, like the fight scenes in this, it just didn't feel like hype. Like remember the first fight scene, the first episode, or in the first few episodes, it was just like beautiful, got you hype and got you like going for it, and I was just like, oh my god, yes. But this, it just, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel that spark of joy, you know, that little light of fire that lights in Saitama's eye. I didn't feel it for this. And then another thing, I gotta bring this up because I feel they messed up with what they're doing with the manga right now too. Now I won't spoil anything for people who haven't read the webcomic, but like, alright, so the manga went its own route and did like its own story, which is sort of connected, but then they're doing a bunch of stuff that's their own thing. But the thing is, season 2 of One Punch Man, if they had just followed, like, if Yusuke Murata just like did the, you know, webcomic to a T, to a thing, they would have had like a season 2 boss battle, which would have been like, oh yeah, that would have topped Boros's boss battle if Madhouse was still doing it. Hopefully these people can do it right. But the way the manga's going, like there's still, I don't want to say it without spoiling it per se. If you've read the webcomic, you know that there's a fight that happens between like a lot of people, and it's really hype. It's really awesome to watch. It was really awesome to read, and the manga hasn't gotten to that fight yet. They're building up to something similar, but it's just like they haven't gotten to it yet. So I'm saying they could have taken that particular webcomic fight and made it like the season 2 finale, but they didn't. They're like doing the thing with again, I can't say that because this is a spoiler, and you people who like haven't read the manga or don't want to read the manga, just okay, it's whatever, it's fine. But it's just, it's a bit frustrating in that regard. Like I feel like they could have had like an entire thing of reaching that. Like I feel like they sort of shot themselves in the foot, because even though I like what they're doing in the manga, I feel like a lot of it could have been like, well, this could have happened here right now, and this could have happened here right now. But I digress. But One Punch Man season 2, I mean, I'm still gonna watch it. Like, I feel obligated to at this point. I've been following it since I was like, it was supposed to look like it was drawn in a napkin, and I was the hipster saying, y'all should read One Punch Man. Y'all should read One Punch Man. I was a fan of One Punch Man before it was popular, so I definitely have to stick with it now as out of obligation, like when I stuck with Dragon Ball Super, which hopefully I hope Super comes back. Like, I really do hope Super comes back, like, quality writing-wise. I'm not worried about, like, because Dragon Ball Super, I know, let me switch it off for a second. I am excited that it's going to look like the movie, Broly movie, but I'm not excited for the script because Dragon Ball Super's script was just some bullshit. So I just hope the writing is far, far superior to what it was. But yeah, One Punch Man season 2, gonna keep watching because it's only fair. I give everything. I'm not gonna like stop watching it. All right, I just want to see how they do certain things. Garu looks cool the way they did him in the anime. You know, looks like, I guess, cooler, whatever. I mean, it's interesting. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you excited for the you-know-what to happen? Are you excited for this season? And, just whatever. Because I'm just more excited for... honestly, my most hype anime is Danburu no Kiromatero 2000 this year. I'm so excited. I have so many fucking video plans for that. I have like so many video ideas for when that anime finally hits, and I cannot wait for it to get here. And then of course My Hero Academia season 4, because that's gonna be freaking dope. But yeah, tell me what y'all think in the comment section down below. Also, I want to say I did have a video coming this Saturday, and it was my top 10 hype tracks to train to. But like as soon as I uploaded it, like YouTube just like Hakkai'd the shit out of that thing. So it put me in one of those stages like when you stay up all night working on a project and then like you forgot to save and like your computer crashes, and so like now you have to start from scratch, and it's just like a mentally taxing thing. That's how it felt for me. Like it was one of those things where I worked so hard on it and I wanted it to be good, but like it just like burned me out. So I was like, okay, you know what, fuck it, I'll do it something else. I have to redo it from scratch because all the songs I chose were pretty mainstream. Well, not mainstream, but like a lot of copyrighted songs. But I'll just choose my favorite nerd songs, and that'll be something. So look forward to that coming this weekend. Also this weekend I'm going to be at KamehaCon. For those of you who are there, I'm just going because Whataburger, and also because I have a panel on Sunday at 12 p.m. on how to train like Goku, because that's my shtick, that's my thing. And so yeah, definitely come say hi. I look forward to seeing some of y'all there. That'll be cool. Like that would be awesome. I got like a whole thing planned. Me and the anime trainer are gonna like do a panel on that, so that's gonna be fun. But anyways, like I always say, keep calm, booyah on, and don't forget, Momentai. Hope you have a great day, and Saitama, I'm praying for you because this was gonna look like